All right. Hey, everyone. This is Rudy. Hey, you guys know I've been riding Lonnie Vernon, who's a truck driver that got caught up in the Schaeffer Cox case, and he's at Terre Haute, Indiana. Um, well, I think Lonnie must have shared my address with a guy by the name of Russell Dean Landers. Okay, and Russell Dean Landers, he sent me a letter. It's like, I don't know, 8 pages front and back, or 4 pages front and back, which makes 8 pages total. It's all about this thing called the Freeman standoff in Montana. It's right on up there with Ruby Ridge and Waco regarding, overreach of federal government. Check this little video out here that I found on YouTube, and I think this could be him. I'm not 100% sure, but check it out.
We got a couple reporters. How many round clip is that?
I don't know.
Okay. That's 223.
Uh-huh.
Are there two weapons or one?
There are two weapons.
You didn't put it in the case?
I didn't have a case. I didn't think I'd need one. These weapons are strictly self-defense. I showed that FBI agent something in the newspaper you guys wanted to see. You want to see it?
Yeah, excuse me. Can I just ask you why you shared the weapon again and why you brought it down with you?
Because it's my right as an American to carry a weapon. Self-defense.
Why?
Right here. Let me read you this. I showed that FBI agent this. The strongest reason for the people to retain the right to keep and bear arms is a last resort. Not to get food for yourself or for hunting, as a last resort against tyranny and government. That's why I wouldn't give them to him.
All right. I'll put this link in the description bar and you can watch it. Does that guy look like... hold on. Well, how come my computer's locking up? There we go. You think that guy looks like that guy? I don't know. Could be, right? Anyway, how come my computer's like really slowing down? This is American Free Press. They wrote an article back in 2011 regarding the Montana Freemen. This is a picture of Russell Dean Landers. He's the guy who wrote me a long letter, and the letter has news articles about the Montana Freeman standoff. This is an article written on 2016. This is 20 years after the Montana Freeman standoff. I looked him up in BOP.gov. His release date is 24 years out. 24 years. He's already been in prison 20 years. And Wikipedia says, if you go down to Russell Dean Landers right here, he got 11 years. But that don't make no sense because they must have given him more prison time for bad behavior or something. I don't know. Oh, it says on April the 7th, 2008, Russell Dean Landers had his sentence extended by 15 years for attempting to extort his release from prison. He and two other inmates, let me move this over. He and two other inmates at federal prison El Reno, Oklahoma, had demanded millions of dollars from officials for their use of names, which they claim were copyrighted. They were found guilty of conspiring to impede duties of federal prisoners. So anyway, he got 15 years extended, and I guess that it would explain his 2040 release date. You know, my head is starting to hurt. The hamster running around in my head, it's like, man, it's just becoming overwhelming with, this guy must be stuck in Terre Haute CMU prison. I guess Lonnie shared in my address and he's reaching out. To be honest with you, I don't know nothing about the Montana Freeman standoff, and man, I don't know that I got the time to educate myself on it. You know, it's like, if anybody wants to do that, feel free to do that. I don't trust Wikipedia for a second. You guys know that, but they have a little write-up on the Montana Freeman that occurred back in 1996. This is his address, Russell D. Landers, with his ID 0517746, P.O. Box 33, Terre Haute, Indiana 47808. And this is his picture. So, you know, I don't know, man. It's just, how many millions of people do we have stuck in American prisons for standing up for the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, our liberties, and they're just locked away, and the government just keeps adding more time on them, and they're going to die in prison. It starts to boggle my mind. But if you feel so led to write him a letter, that's his address. I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed. You know, I hadn't even thought about the Montana Freemen. I think I've heard about them once or twice, but to think that there's living human beings stuck in a prison somewhere, this was way before the Bundys, right? You know, I'll try to learn about it as I get time, but you know, my goodness. Lord, please help us all.